Well, guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, for the past month, you guys remember I was doing the story about the giant eagle stabbing out there in North Olmsted, Ohio. Shout out. And, it was involving this woman right here. This woman right here, Bionca Ellis. You've seen her face before. She's made national headlines. This woman supposedly at the Giant Eagle walked around with a knife that she had stole out of a store. Apparently looking for somebody to prey upon. She came across two people, a mother and a child, who tragically lost their lives after she stabbed them in the parking lot. Now, this story right here is not about them, but they're included in it, these victims, because I did another video about Bionca Ellis, and it was talking about the crime she did in other places. Now the body cam footage of when she went to Florida, where she refused to leave a resort and was arrested, has came out. And I want you guys to look at this real quick. I mean, this is one of the most hated women in America right now for the crime that she did, stabbing a 3-year-old boy, and it's much debate on whether she meant to do it or not. She did. Let's cut it out. But I want to show you how things build up to where they take a drastic turn, as is the case of the Giant Eagle. And this is a couple of months before she did this. She was in Florida. Take a look at this, and we'll come back and talk about it, because I'm going to say something, not in defense of her, but I can relate to what this woman went through in this video somewhat from seeing it through the eyes of other people. Take a look.
Tonight, we are getting a closer look into a crime Bionca Ellis was arrested for a couple of months before she allegedly stabbed a 3-year-old to death outside a North Olmsted grocery store. Investigator Kelly Kennedy has body cam video from her arrest in Florida.
So the most bizarre part about this case is that the crime Bionca Ellis is accused of committing here at Giant Eagle was so horrific and so violent. But when you look at her previous criminal record, it really wasn't. She was arrested for theft at a Walmart here in North Olmsted. And then the video you're about to see was from Florida. She was at a hotel and was arrested for trespassing. And she actually did this on purpose because she told police she had nowhere to sleep and she would rather spend the night in jail.
Can I go to go to prison, because I don't have nowhere to go?
Well, you haven't done anything to go to jail.
But I don't have any money to have a bed to go to sleep in. I'm not even from here. I'm from Ohio. Okay. I was just trying to come here for vacation.
On March 25th of this year, a hotel in Kissimmee, Florida called Osceola County Sheriff's deputies because Bionca Ellis refused to leave.
She's not being disrespectful, causing a scene or anything, but I just can't have her half sleeping in her lobby.
Ellis told deputies she booked the room online, but when she got there, she couldn't pay the resort fee or the deposit, and she had nowhere else to go.
There's nobody that can help me right now. You guys don't offer help to homeless people.
We do, but we don't have shelters.
It's not like a judge or somebody that can give me a prison cell, nothing like that.
The deputy told Ellis she could try a church down the road. She eventually agreed to leave and walk to the church, but a little while later, she returned.
You're being formally trespassed by the Osceola County Sheriff's Office.
Okay.
You need to leave the property now.
But what about getting arrested?
Are you refusing to leave the property?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's cold outside, I don't have nowhere else to go.
Ellis spent more than a month locked up in Florida and was eventually released on April 30th. A little more than a month later, police say Ellis stabbed 3-year-old Julian Wood and his mother in the parking lot of Giant Eagle in North Olmsted. Sadly, Julian did not make it. The 33-year-old is being held on a $5 million bond. Julian Wood's father pleaded with the judge at an earlier hearing to keep Ellis locked up.
Just do whatever you can to keep this monster behind bars.
Now, as you can see by this growing memorial for 3-year-old Julian Wood here at Giant Eagle, nearly a month after his murder, the community clearly has not forgotten about the toddler. Now, Ellis will be back in court for her pretrial hearing on July 8th, and her trial is tentatively scheduled for December. We'll keep you updated as her case progresses. Reporting in North Olmsted, I'm Kelly Kennedy, 19 News.
That's the story of what happened months prior to Bionca Wood stabbing a mother and child, in which the child, Julian Wood, lost his life. And I'm going to tell you something. Let me say this real quick, and some of y'all not going to understand it or just not like what I'm about to say. If you noticed in that news article, they said she was never violent up until the point when she did that thing. Between the time of this arrest and her going to, do what she did to the mother and child, where, the child lost her life, the mother was stabbed as well. Something drastic happened. I don't know what it is. I don't want to speak on it. She's wrong. She's where she's at. It is what it is. Should she be showing the flowers? Fuck yeah. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to stay away from that right now. I'm going to tell you why this story is interesting to me. She didn't seem like she had a violent nature. She seems like, when police come up, she's respectful and all this other stuff, right? Now watch this. When I was in the county jail, prior to me going to doing my federal bid, I was in county jail, right? Every winter, I was in county jail 2 years straight fighting my case, right? Every winter, it would be an influx of homeless people in the thing. And I never could figure it out. So one day I was talking to one of my fellow inmates, and I said, man, why every winter you see all these homeless people just coming up in here? And he told me, he said, with it being cold outside, a lot of times you'll see homeless people coming in to the jail on purpose. They might go and throw a brick through a window or just slap somebody or just do something to get them out of them harsh conditions. If you notice when she said, hey, it's cold outside, I can't sleep outside. You know what I mean? And the guy was like, hey, and you've seen the resort manager. She's nice. Can't just have her sitting in here laid out in the lobby like as a homeless person. So the guy she asked the cop, hey, the cop said, we don't have any shelters out here. Kissimmee's a tourist type area. They wouldn't have that type of stuff. They don't want to have no riffraff or have any negative experience for customers coming in there. Now, she was a customer. She flew in. They said she couldn't pay the resort fee and all sorts of, whether she knew it or not, I don't know. It's a possibility she might not have knew that there are resort fees because, hell, all of us go to places and they have fees on top of fees. And we're like, damn, we got to pay that too. But either way, it goes back to what I was saying with this woman. When I said this is the real reason why, and I figured it out, I said this is the real reason why she did not want to be outside no more. You know what I'm saying? She constantly, in all of her things in front of the police, all her different crimes. Remember, she refused to leave the hospital in California, remember? Then she tried to say she killed somebody and get them to go on a wild goose chase and keep her in custody. She wanted to be locked up. She tired of being homeless. When you're homeless, man, and I was homeless when I came out here to start my business for a year. It's not what you think it is. You got to fight the elements. You got to worry about eating every day. A lot of people get fed up with that and they say, I'd rather go to jail and get 3 square meals a day, a bed to sleep on, whether it's comfortable or not, and not have to deal with basic necessities that a human being needs that I can't provide for myself. She wanted to get locked up. Between this time right here and now, when she killed this kid and stabbed his mother, she just said, you know what? My life ain't getting no better. I'm going all out. Boom. That's what I think, is going on. But I mean, this homeless situation out here is serious. Now, another thing I want to say, and I want to know if you guys that have been rocking with me for a little bit, look back at some of these videos about Bionca Ellis. They said she had a place. She had her own place. I'm like, if she had her own place, why is she out in the street? So something's not adding up. Then they said this girl goes to court July 8th, which is 5 days from now. So she'll be back in court for a pre-trial. They're pushing the trial to December. And I want you guys to pay attention. You see how fast that trial's coming up? Why? because she don't have money like that. See, the justice system gives benefits to those who have money and who don't, who can afford lawyers and things like that. And when you are just, your value as a human being is at a certain level in society, they push you right through the system. She going to trial in December. That quick. Just something to think about. A lot of people out here getting in trouble and stuff, and you think you got a fair shake in the judicial system. If you have no money, you might as well bend over because it's going to go in you deep and slow. Trust me. I've seen it 1,000,000 times. I was there. This is upsetting. A child's gone. Mother's still traumatized. They still got the memorial up. And if this woman had, got help or, a lot of different events lead up to where people are on a certain day. I'll give you an example. I'm going to show you how crazy life is. Say they let her stay there that night, right? Instead of locking her up. She wouldn't have spent a month in jail and then released to go back to Ohio. A lot of different factors would have led up. She probably would have never met Julian Wood and his mother. Ain't that crazy? It's crazy how life is. Remember, I told you, just a series of events of what you do and do not do at the present time that get you where you at in life. They'd have probably never crossed paths. Something to think about. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. It's unfortunate what happened to Julian Wood. May he rest in peace, and may his mother, get some type of closure after this whole thing is over. But I mean, it's just wild how life is, man. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.